and play the video. Okay. So I'll start this video. No, I know. After that,
Yeah,
they
they
will
will
say,
say
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Just raise your thumb once it is online so that it's fine.
It's good life. Like, let's start.
Good morning, everyone. So welcome to the open house by IIT Guwahati. First of all, heartiest congratulations to all of you who have successfully cleared the JEE Advanced 2026. Congratulations to your parents also who have been your backbone. They have been right throughout with you during this process. So today's open house is meant to introduce you to the IIT Guwahati system and what all is in store for you. So before we start, because the very first question that comes to everybody's mind and also specifically with the parents is what IIT Guwahati is all about, what are the facilities and things that IIT Guwahati is going to offer to all of you. So let's play a brief video about IIT Guwahati so that you can understand and then what all is there that we are going to offer you when you join IIT Guwahati for your studies.
On the banks of Brahmaputra, in the heart of northeastern India, the most beautiful academic institution, Bharatiya Pradyogiki Sansthan, Guwahati, Assam. The institute was founded in 1994 with the aim of fostering students over generations to come. Today, IIT Guwahati stands as the multidisciplinary powerhouse with 11 academic departments, 10 research centers, and 5 schools.
We are the sixth IIT. As the founding director, my job was to build a good foundation. The then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao came here in 92 July to lay the foundation stone. I came with the idea of having a very dynamic situation where students, faculty, campus community all interact on open platforms.
It is home to over 8,000 students, 475 faculty members. Extended further through a growing community of 3,200 online degree program learners worldwide.
We are the producer of ideas.
Our kids, they get all the exposure to the cutting edge technologies. If you look into our course curriculum, it is hands-on.
Our program has been designed in such a way that embrace the new technologies.
This is where ideas do not just begin, they evolve into impact. Here, classrooms expand beyond walls, research meets reality, and every question carries the potential to change lives.
Education has to have a hands-on component where students have to experience real life problem solving.
There is a culture here where people starting from their term projects to their DTPs, MTPs and the PhDs look for converting this research into products and push the startup ecosystem.
IIT encourages collaboration.
This is lightweight concrete. I will say semiconductor, I will say energy. These are the new areas that we need to be on and make a contribution.
Here we have all the computational resources with us. We have Param Kamarupa, Param Ishan.
Our kids are not only the job seekers, they are actually coming up with their own business ventures. So that way, our department is contributing to the Atmanirbhar Bharat to a very significant amount.
If you have that type of passion that, okay, I'd like to do something for the country, then certainly this is the best platform.
Trying to see what are the current problems that we can solve and the problems of the future.
We are working on synthesizing green nanoparticles. Everything we study, we have, real life application we can practice. So that makes it a lot of fun.
We are now skilling a large number of people in areas which are emerging, which are important, in which there is a dearth of skilled people.
This game, what it teaches children is how they can mitigate a flood situation and how they can prepare themselves before a flood arrives. In a flood situation, they might encounter a lot of people who are in distress. So how they can help them out and how they can build stuff around to keep their houses safe.
This is the AI era and you are at the right place.
We are evolving with time. In AI, things are accelerating very fast.
The evolution as we see is for total science moving towards data-driven science.
It's about nurturing the use cases, real life applications, how it can be deployed for the benefit of society.
Excel and be the leader in the country or maybe in the world.
This is an institution, a force shaping India's tomorrow. This is your home.
It's a confidence booster to someone that says, I'm now a student of IIT.
This is a platform where sky is the limit.
We would like to nurture all our future minds responsibly.
Solve local problems, but strive for global excellence.
We want to be the number one in the world.
Come across so many talented people here, and it's really good.
10 out of 10 for me.
Okay, so I hope that you had some idea about the place where you may like to join. So now I request Professor Devendra Jariya, Director IIT Guwahati, to welcome you all.
Welcome to all the people who have joined online, students who have done well and got through the JEE and their parents. Congratulations to each one of you. And as you saw in the video, we are the most beautiful campus of IIT in the country. So I welcome all of you to come and visit the campus and see things for yourself. So, the question that people will ask, I'm sure that's uppermost in your mind is why IIT Guwahati, right? So I can give several reasons, right? Let me say, we are one of the most accessible places, accessible IIT campuses in the country, right? From Guwahati Airport, it takes us less than half an hour to reach the campus. Right? And this is one reason. We are working in very cutting edge areas. We focus on energy, we focus on semiconductors, we focus on VLSI, we focus on medical devices. And so that makes your academic life exciting. We have recently revamped our curriculum, and we have made it possible for students to go on 3 months, 4 months, 6 months internship after their third year, and thereby students gain real life industry experience, and that might even lead them to get a job in the same company. Right? We have very active collaboration with Japanese universities and Japanese industries. Right? Our students go to Japan for internship and for placement. Students go to Japan, on exchange program, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and so on. Right? Of course, there are other countries, but I specifically point out Japan because with Japan we have very, very close collaboration. My other colleagues who are here, our Dean of Alumni and International Relations, will speak more about that with their questions. Right? The students, we have Dean students and Gordon from one of the ladies hostels. They will talk about the student facilities. We have lots of students clubs, and students are very, very active. Right? The video that you saw before was in fact made by the video. We didn't commission an external agency. Right? They got their own drones, they got their own cameras, and they put it together, and they made me speak a few sentences. Right? The whole video, you'll be surprised, was shot by amateur, by students themselves. Right? We have a very active entrepreneurship program in the campus. And we have a very wide alumni network. If there are questions, we'll speak more about that. Our alumni have gone on to do excellent work in the chosen areas. Some have become hotshot faculty members in other places. Some have become hotshot entrepreneurs. Some are industry leaders. They're doing very well. Right? We had our first batch come back for 25th reunion 2 years ago. Second batch came last year, and the third batch, right? The first batch graduated in 1999. Second batch graduated in the year 2000. The batch that graduated in the year 2001 will come this year for the 25th reunion. So we have an expanding network of alumni, right? And they're very, very supportive of what we do in the campus. Right? Lastly, we even in the undergraduate program, right? We have a wide range of programs. Of course, there is one stream where students are admitted through JEE, and today we're addressing JEE students. But we also have a program in medical devices where we admit students through the ICER admission test, because we want students who are interested in biology and not sort of averse to biology. And so we found that people who come through the ICER test are more attuned to working all the concepts in anatomy, physiology, and so on. So we have that program. We have a very thriving design program, right? Where students are admitted through the seed, U-seed admission test, right? So we have, wide group of students, not just one group all admitted through JEE, but so even our undergraduate program is very, very diverse, right? So we think, IIT Guwahati is a beautiful place, right? With very active student culture, with very active academic life, and very rich in culture. And what's more, we're right next to the Brahmaputra River. Our campus ends and Brahmaputra River begins, right? If you have not seen Brahmaputra River and its width and the amount of water that flows through it, you're missing something, right? It's the most beautiful sight to see the river in its full flow, right? And we have lots of ideas on how to work very closely with several governments in making use of the opportunities of the Northeast. right? I stop here now and I welcome my other colleagues. With me, we have several of our colleagues, from representing different streams, from academic section, from alumni, from students, and so on. So we will, we are ready for questions that you may have. We have, in fact, a team that is sitting and trying to collect all the questions that you put out and group them so that if I cannot answer, my colleagues will answer the questions. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for a nice introduction. So as sir mentioned, then you please keep posting your questions and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. In the meantime, we now move on to our student representative of IIT Guwahati from Student Gymkhana Council, Mr. Saurabh Saini, to interact with.
Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are. Can you turn on your camera, Saurabh? Okay.
Yes, sir. So, respected directors, sir, professors, dear parents, and my dear friends, a very warm good morning to everyone. This is Saurabh Saini, currently a fourth-year student, serving as the Vice President of the Student Gymkhana Council here at IIT Guwahati. First of all, congratulations to all of you for clearing JEE Advanced, one of the most toughest exam in our country. Reaching this stage reflects your dedication, hard work, and you should truly be proud of yourself. If a few years ago, I was sitting exactly where of you are today, excited, curious, and also a little confused about what college life at IIT Guwahati. Today, as the Vice President of the IIT Guwahati, I can confidently say that IIT Guwahati is much more than just academics. It is a place that transforms you as a person. Many people think IITs are only about studies and exams, but honestly, life at IIT Guwahati is far beyond that. Along with strong academics, we strongly believe in the importance of co-curricular activities for overall growth and personality development. At IIT Guwahati, student life is driven by students themselves. The Student Gymkhana Council consists of multiple boards, including technical, cultural, welfare, hostel affairs, sale, each working actively throughout the year. Under these boards, there are numerous clubs and organizations where students explore their interests beyond academics. If you are interested in coding, robotics, dance, music, football, cricket, this is a place for everyone. One of the best things about IIT Guwahati is that students are encouraged to explore themselves freely and discover new passions. We also have excellent sports facilities, including stadiums, courts, athletics tracks, swimming, and multiple indoor and outdoor sports complexes. Similarly, our cultural and technical ecosystem is extremely vibrant throughout this year. Another aspect I would like to highlight is the campus life and hostel culture at IIT Guwahati. Your hostel becomes your second home here. The hostels are equipped with mess facilities, canteens, reading rooms, music rooms, sports rooms, gyms, laundry facilities, Wi-Fi connectivity, and space where students interact, learn, and create memories together. Apart from academics and clubs, the institute hosts some of the biggest student festivals in the country. Many of you might hear of about Elchiringa, the largest cultural fest in the Northeast, and Techniche, our techno management festival. Along with this, there are entrepreneurship summits, sports festivals, inter-hostel competitions, cultural nights, and numerous student-led activities happening throughout the year. One thing I personally admire about IIT Guwahati is the freedom and opportunities students receive. Whether it is research, startups, innovation, sports, cultural activities, or academics, the Institute provides immense support in every field. We have a strong startup ecosystem, incubation centers, research opportunities, and a highly supportive alumni network guiding students at every stage. Academically as well, the Institute offers flexibility through minors, elective, research opportunity, audit courses, interdisciplinary learning, and exposure to modern technologies and industries. The professors here are highly accomplished and generally supporting towards students. Coming to placements and internships, IIT Guwahati has an excellent placement and internship culture with opportunities across core, tech, consulting, analytics, finance, product, research, and startup domains. The CCD Center for Career Development works continuously to bring excellent opportunities for students. And honestly, one of the most beautiful aspects of IIT Guwahati is the campus itself. Surrounded by greenery and located beside the mighty Brahmaputra River, the campus is peaceful, scenic, and incredibly beautiful. The environment here gives you the perfect balance between academics, growth, and personal life. I know many of you feel that Guwahati is far from your hometowns, but let me assure you, once you become a part of this campus, IIT Guwahati truly becomes your second home. The diversity, friendships, experiences, and memories you build here stay with you for life. To conclude, IIT Guwahati is not just a place where you earn a degree, it is a place where you grow, explore, lead, fail, learn, and transform into a better version of yourself. Once again, congratulations to all of you. We hope to see many of you here at IIT Guwahati soon. Thank you and all the very best for your future.
Thank you, Saurabh, for a very nice introduction. I hope that your speech will inspire students to join IIT Guwahati. So now I request Professor Kaustav Mohanty, Dean CIR, to introduce our alumni from this.
Thank you, Ashwini, and good morning, dear students and parents, and welcome to IIT Guwahati's open house. So I just briefly say something about our alumni. Our alumni strength as of now is almost crossing 26,000. A very strong network we have with our alumni, and the entrepreneurial culture at IIT Guwahati is growing since last few years, and as a mark of that, we have around 481 startups. I think it's close to 490 now. A few startups have recently been developed, which include various diverse sectors, which includes fintech, health tech, enterprise software development, consumer services, e-commerce, AIML, logistic, and some more service sectors. So as of now, we have 4 active unicorns like Dhruva and then Clear and Quicker. So I'm very happy also to share that founder of Dhruva, Jasprit Singh, is the Distinguished Alumni Award winner of 2025. So and then also there are many other startups which are in the way towards unicorns like CureFit, MindTickle, and Nika, and many more. So I'll not take much time. So I now will go for we have 3 alumni, distinguished alumni with us today. So I'll introduce one by one, and they will share their story, what they have done at IIT Guwahati, how IIT Guwahati has shaped their professional career. They will speak, and I'm sure you will much be interested to listen to them. So it's my great pleasure first to welcome Himanshu Harsani, who is BTech CSC 203. Hello, Himanshu. And Himanshu studied computer science at IIT Guwahati, graduating about 20 years back, when choosing a college looked very different from today. So Himanshu is the co-founder of Think41, an AI-first technology company based in Bangalore. He also the co-founder of Hasgin, a technology company that served customers globally and was later acquired by Deloitte. So following the acquisition, Himanshu served in leadership roles at Deloitte before returning to entrepreneurship to build Think41. Over the last 2 decades, he has worked across software engineering, product development, technology consulting, and business leadership. So please join me in welcoming Himanshu Harsani. Over to you, Himanshu.
Thanks for the introduction and good morning, everyone. A very different feel to represent IIT and talk about IIT to some of the prospective candidates. So first of all, congratulations to all who is listening today or who is going to listen to this little later on. If I go back, JEE used to have just one exam, but qualifying JEE Advanced in this world is a huge achievement. And I also know that many of you are now facing a different challenge after clearing the exam, which is deciding what next, right? Which IIT, which branch, which city, and whether the decision that you make today will still feel the right decision 10, 20 years from now on, right? That's a question which could be going on. And I have been there in some capacity, which was long time back. So my name is Himanshu Ashne. I grew up in Agra, a tier 2 city. Most people know that for Taj Mahal. Some of us know it for Peta also. As it was put down, I joined IIT Guwahati in 1999 with CSE branch. Since graduating out in 2003, I have been living in Bangalore, spending my career building tech products and companies. I co-founded Hashed in 2010, later acquired by Deloitte. After a few years there as MD, Managing Director for 4 years. In 2024, I jumped back again into the entrepreneurship pool, the world of startup with Think41, which is a full stack Gen AI company. But today, I'm not here to talk about my career. I'm here because 27 years ago, I was sitting exactly where many of you are today, right? And which was all about trying to make a decision that felt very important. Back then, life was very different. There was no online open house like this. No YouTube videos showing campus tour. We saw the video there. No chat GPT, no LinkedIn. What we had, a rank, a booklet, counseling booklet, which talks about the 7 campuses, and a lot of opinions which came from people, relative, friends. And like many of you, I was also trying to optimize my decision. And I still remember my AIR was 844 at that time. And at that rank, I was debating mainly between 2 options. One was chemical at IIT Bombay, and second was CSE at IIT Guwahati, right? And luckily, I chose IIT Bombay for counseling. So we went there by train, and we were there. I randomly met actually a couple of IIT seniors there. They were in Mumbai for doing their internship at Baba Atomic Research Center. So naturally, I started asking them questions. How is Guwahati? How's the campus? How's life there? And honestly, I didn't know much. Most of I knew came from the newspaper. And at that time, I heard things like Ulfa, kidnapping, not a safe place, and so on. To my surprise, the senior laughed and said, "You are worrying too much. We all are having a great time there. The campus is beautiful. The cats are strong, and most of you are worried about what is in the newspaper headline, but not there in his student life." And that conversation actually changed my perspective way back in 1999. And looking back today, fast forwarding 27 years, choosing IITG turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life, right? So at that time when I was going through this whole IIT, there were 3 things which always comes to our mind when you cross that IIT would give: 1, a good brand, a good job, and hopefully a lot of money, right? And IITG definitely helped me with all 3. And when I look back today, those are not the only things that I value most. The things that mattered most were things I did not even know to look for when I was 18, right? And if I need to pick 3 things that truly cherish my IT journey, it would be people skills and leadership. Second would be confidence to handle uncertainty. And the third one is around the network, which is friendship that has lasted a lifetime, right? And let me try to go into each of those 3 with short examples. This is not just from bookish thing. The first one is all about people skills and leadership. So as someone was talking about, we have these fests, cultural fest, El Chiringa, Techniche, Tech Fest. And I got an opportunity to lead the infra team, right? I used to bunk some of the classes. Nandi sir is here, so he would also look from a different eyes at that that time. And remember, I was a CSE student. I thought life was all about coding and technology. And suddenly I was dealing with vendors, contractors, budgets, deadlines, and I learned how to communicate, how to convince people, how to solve problems when things were not going according to plan. But life after college is all about working with people. And looking back, many of the people skill I use even today started there at IIT Guwahati, right? Second one is about confidence to handle uncertainty. And let me talk about a placement story. In the final year, 2002, I was ranked 10 in a class of 40 in CS. I'm sharing a lot of information, which is fine. Placement season was going on. My classmates ranked above me started getting jobs. I thought my turn should come any day now, right? In fact, we used to have a weekly parties, and I was almost ready to plan the celebration. But life had other plans at that point. The market was not that great that year. Friends were getting offers, but the market slowed down, and I was still waiting. I still remember I finally got the offer during the last phase of placement, and it actually turned out to be a very good opportunity. But that is not the point. The point is that for many weeks, I had no idea how things would turn out, right? Today, nobody remembers who placed first, who got placed last, right? But I still remember the lesson. Life does not move according to rank, right? Sometimes things happen later than you expect. Sometimes things happen differently than you expect, right? And that is okay, right? Confidence is not about not believing that everything will go according to plan. Confidence is believing that you will be okay even if it does not, right? And luckily, that confidence started building happening at IITG for me, right? And the third thing was around the friendship, which has a long-lasting lifetime impact. More than 25 years later, which is today, many of my close friends are still from the IIT Guwahati, right? And some are seniors, many are batchmates, few are juniors, right? And they have different paths. Some are founders, some are CXOs, some are investors. And over the years, some of them actually have worked with me at my company, Hashton and Think 41. Some have become customers, and many of them are still close friends. But honestly, that is not the important part. The important part is that they are still friends. They are still people I can call when I need advice, right? At 18, which is where you are, you think you are choosing a college. But what you are also choosing is a community that may stay with you for rest of your life, right? And IIT Guwahati gave me opportunities outside ACATS also. I was fortunate to represent IIT Guwahati in all the 4 inter-IIT meets, playing TT and football. And looking back, that experience taught me teamwork, what it meant to represent something larger than yourself, right? And the last thing, which we also talked about, that there is a campus. I may be biased. Actually, I'm definitely biased, but I think IITG has one of the most beautiful campus in the country, right? You have lakes, you have hills. There is a giant Brahmaputra flowing nearby. You have Hilltop. There are tons of story around Hilltop. I don't know if it is still open for the students. And some of my strongest memories are from the hostel discussion, spending time with friends. Now, when I joined in 99, people called it a new IIT, right? Today, IIT Guwahati has built a strong ACAD reputation, a strong alumni network. Like we were talking about, Jasprit Dhruva, 2004 pass out. I did meet him a few months back when I was there in the Bay Area, right? And a strong place among the IITs, right? The institute has grown very well since I joined. But what I like most is that it still feels like a place where students can participate, can take ownership, can make their mark, right? It has a experience and reputation of a mature institution, still keeping the energy and ambition of a younger campus. And that combination is very rare. So that's where I still say IIT Guwahati is one of the best, right? Let me also talk about your future, right? Because you should be also thinking what's in for me, right? And as you would have noticed, when my generation graduated, we were entering the software revolution, right? And your generation is entering the whole AI wave, right? And today AI is changing the world, just like software created opportunities for my generation. AI is creating opportunity for yours. Many of the companies, career and opportunity that will define in next 20 years probably do not exist yet. That means the biggest opportunity ahead of you are still invisible. If there is one thing that I want you to remember from today, it is more about do not choose a college only for the 4 years. Choose a place that will shape the next 40 for you. Choose a place that will challenge you, help you grow, help you build confidence, help you build friendships, right? And help you recognize opportunities when they appear. Looking back, IITG did not just give me a degree, it taught me how to work with people, lead team. It gave me the confidence to deal with uncertainty. It gave me friendship that have lasted more than 25 years, and it expanded what I believed was possible. Looking back, choosing IIT was one of the great decisions which I made at 18. I hope some of you will be able to say the same thing 25 years from now. Thank you, and I wish all of you the very best for the exciting journey ahead.
That was wonderful, Himanshu. I think you touched every part of life, and wonderful to hear about this. Hope to meet you sometime.
Sure.
Thank you, Himanshu. Now we'll move to our next alumni, Dr. Pawan Chandra Ponda. So he's a deep tech leader and the head of technology at SIG-Tuple. He specializes in pioneering advanced medical devices, robotics, and artificial intelligence to transform modern healthcare. At SIG-Tuple, Pawan directs technological innovation across software engineering, data science, microfluidics, next generation digital microscopy system. His extensive academic and research foundation includes a PhD in optical sciences from the University of Glasgow, and he is a BTech in engineering physics from IIT Guwahati 2013. Before transitioning to industry leadership, he pushed the boundaries of computational imaging as a postdoctoral associate at both Duke University and the University of Glasgow. So with this, I welcome Dr. Pawan Chandra Ponda to interact with you. Over to you, Pawan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that very nice introduction. And good morning, everyone. And first of all, let me congratulate everyone who have cleared the JEE prelims and are at this stage right now. And my super senior has already covered very nicely in terms of a lot of different aspects of the campus and everything. And the video shows how beautiful the campus is and what all you end up getting from the campus, like what facilities we have, what the amazing location that IIT Guwahati is in offers you. So I thought instead of sharing what everyone has already shared, I would like to focus more on how IIT Guwahati has helped me forge my career path. So before that, let me just share a quick insights into how I ended up at IIT Guwahati. Because as you all are at this point right now, deciding which IIT to choose and which branch to choose. So when I was looking for counseling at that time, I think at that time again, as Himanshu said, it was in person. I think we had to go to one of the IITs. So I was fortunate to go to IIT Madras because it was close to my home. At that event, I was able to find out about the different courses and different IITs that are available and what are different things offered in those IITs. So my personal interest was in physics and particularly in mechanics. So I was I was interested in building hands-on things, like making things with my own hands, building robots or something like that. So during my counseling, I wasn't sure which IIT I would get because there's also a preferential ranking. So based on your rank, you might or might not get something. But I was very fortunate that I ended up at IIT Guwahati in engineering physics because physics was my first love. So I didn't even know that there was a branch called for engineering physics until I attended the career counseling, and that was really amazing. So I was able to join an engineering course. It was not a science course, but this where I could learn the engineering skills. Because usually Bachelor of Science, if you do a BSc Physics or something like that, there's more of the science part of it, but not a lot of engineering there. But with this engineering physics course, I was able to learn a lot of engineering as well as the science part of it, which was my main interest. So yeah, like, so that was the kind of like thoughts I was going through. And so during my options as well, so my first preferences were all mechanical and physics options, and I was fortunate enough to like get the IIT Guwahati. And of course, like, see, the life at IIT Guwahati has transformed me like immensely. So let me go into how I ended up where I am right now. So as mentioned before, I currently head the technology division at Singapore, which is a deep medical tech company. So my career started by staying back in campus on during the winter break, because a lot of times people might want to go home during winter breaks, etc. But I think this is something you should not miss. Winters in Guwahati are like absolutely amazing. They're like really beautiful, very calm, not many people around. So during that winter, I was fortunate enough to like volunteer for this conference that was organized, was happening in our campus. So Professor Ashwini Kumar Sharma and like Sunil Kijimani were the key organizers. And as part of that, I got to see up close how the scientific community is like. So how research happens, like so. And not only I gained experience in organizing a event, but also I was fortunate enough to attend the lectures that were happening during the conference. And until then, I was totally oblivious that like coming from a engineering background, how can you actually go and contribute towards the medical background, so to the biology background. So I didn't knew that. So during those talks, I attended a few talks, and one of the talks was very interesting, where I learned that you can use optics to kind of build diagnostics devices which image your eye or do a lot of things. That really piqued my interest, and from that conference, I ended up talking to the professor who gave that lecture, and I ended up doing an internship during my second year summer. And that's how my career began, and I just kept going in that direction. So, and to kind of encourage that path that I've chosen, so the like our professors were quite encouraging. They helped me in like choosing the branch, like so choosing the final year project, which also was in the similar direction that I was interested in. So this is kind of like a brief overview of how I ended up into research, because this is not very common in a lot of IIT graduates. So yeah, after that internship, I did another internship during my third year, and then I did a PhD right after that in like Glasgow. And then yeah, after my PhD, then I was like continuing in that field. And because of my research background, I was able to get into this current company I'm at right now, where we build some really cutting edge, like so novel technology based medical diagnostic devices. So that is a kind of an overview of how IITG pushed me towards the position that I'm right now. So everything starts from that one winter break where I decided to stay back and volunteer at a conference. So based on this, like, so what my like two bits is like, as Himanshu said, like the life at campus life in IIT is the best thing that you're going to have get in your life. Like, so there's nothing better than the campus life that you're going to see. At IIT Guwahati, as you've seen, there are so many clubs, so many festivals, so many sports events that you can participate into. So I would highly recommend everyone to join those either clubs or festivals or anything like that, because not only you gain the experience, like so the first-hand experience of organizing events, because like being very young, like 18 or 19, you will never get a better chance at managing such a huge event. So I was fortunate enough to lead the branding team of technician my third year, where I was able to like manage a group of 30, 40 people. So that kind of experience is something you only get when you get into very senior leadership positions at companies. And that is something you get to experience at very young age in IIT campus. So, like as Himanshu said, like, so a lot of experiences from that, like so how to lead a big team, how to like communicate at big events. So these are the skills that I still use and still cherish from my IIT days. That's how I'm able to get into such a position right now, where I'm able to like manage a team of 50 people working under my leadership. So and another thing I would like to say is like, the age right now is changing quite a bit. Like, so as 17 years ago when I joined IIT, it was very different, like life out there. Like, so there was, everyone is into software engineering, computer sciences was the main thing everyone was looking into. But now I think there's so much deep tech happening in India. There's so much biotechnology, like robotics, AI happening within, like in India. So you don't need to go outside of India even to get into these fields right now. And one thing that is pretty common, you can see in most of these areas is like, none of these areas or none of the companies are actually like focused on single parts of the domain right now. So for example, at my company, we have people from like half a dozen different backgrounds. So mechanical engineers, electronics, computer science, biologists, pathologists. So all of these people are working together to kind of build a product. So, and that is where the industry or like the future is going towards. So, and at IIT Guwahati, you do get this opportunity because you have your friends from all different branches. So you get to dabble in all of them a little bit to see what's happening in mechanics. And in first year, you do have common courses with everyone. So that those kind of experiences what is going to be extremely valuable for you going forward. So in the age of AI, things are evolving rapidly. So I think the life at IIT Guwahati is definitely going to keep you ready for whatever the changes that are going to come ahead because of these rapidly evolving days today. So with that, I would like to again congratulate everyone and thank everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Pawan. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Pawan. We now move on to our next alumni. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome Himanshu Pureti, who is the co-founder and CTO of AI Pilot, an AI-powered deep tech startup founded in 2018 that enables global CPG brands to accelerate product innovation through its patented and proprietary GenAI and agentic AI technology. So Himanshu was included in the prestigious Forbes 30 under 30 Asia list. His work has been featured in CNBC and TechCrunch. His startup has won global accolades, including top 10 global food and retail tech startups in Switzerland and top 15 NASCOM Emerge Awards in India. So before founding AI Pilot, Himanshu worked at Visa Data Labs, where he filed 2 trade secrets and played a major role in restructuring Visa's tech stack. He is a 2015 graduate from IIT Guwahati with bachelor's in mathematics and computing, and he hails from a small town of Uttarakhand called Pithargarh. So I'm also pleased to share that Himanshu is the winner of the Young Alumni Achiever Award of 2024 at IIT Guwahati, and this award is been given to him in this year in our Foundation Day, that is September 1st, 2026. So let us welcome Himanshu, and over to you, Himanshu. On this side, our side, this side, this side. Okay. So, our side is okay.
So I think Himanshu internet has gone for a toss, tech issue. I think in a minute he should come back. But in the meantime, for the students who are the prospective students here, in the meantime he's coming, just I wanted to add that don't feel that we are the stars, right? We were just like a normal student 27 years back, or when I was 18, I was just like a normal student only, right? And I was going through the same process, right? And I used to look at some of the keynote or speaker, and I used to think, okay, oh, these are great people, right? They would have achieved, they would have done something, right? That's not the thing. You can build your own story by going through the normal hustle, normal grind, right? You need to have the right curiosity. You need to get the right environment, right? That is a summary. So don't just look at 3 of us. Okay, these are the stars. They have come, talked about it. That's not the thing, right? I know, Himanshu, you are back. All yours.
No worries, no worries. Thank you so much. All right. So firstly, a very good morning to everyone, and obviously respected professors, all the respected seniors, and the parents, and most importantly, the students who have joined us today. Firstly, a big congratulations who are watching this on a live broadcast or will be watching it later. And to be very honest, this feels a bit deja vu. While I did not sit on the backside of a YouTube video, but I did speak to like enough people, and I was in the same boat as you all 15 years back in 2011 when I had to take a decision of choosing which IIT should I opt for. And just a quick background about me: I grew up in this small town in Uttarakhand, which is called Pithoragarh. It's one of those areas where electricity has not even reached all the villages, by the way. And it was always like my dream to get into the IIT. And when I did get into the IIT, obviously my parents wanted me to opt for a IIT which is closer to the home, right? So obviously there was Roorkee, which was in Uttarakhand, and then you had Delhi, which was again not that far. But again, when I started going through the different curriculum, the courses and whatnot, I think the Guwahati started attracting me a lot more because of this program called Mathematics and Computing. Now, this was back in 2011 when there was no AI, by the way. And when I actually went through the curriculum of Mathematics and Computing, I could see that it is already very forward thinking in nature, where it was having the courses related to artificial intelligence, or back then it was called machine learning and whatnot. And that started giving me the confidence that, okay, this particular IIT is thinking about the future and not just about the present. So again, this was back in 2011 while Guwahati was a bit far from home, to be very honest. And I understand the parents who are there today will also be thinking about the same thing. But what I also learned is that when you get out of your comfort zone, when you go for a place which can stretch you, which can push you to your limits, that is where the growth really happens. And to be very honest, I did not come to IIT thinking that I will become a startup founder, I will become an entrepreneur. I just came here to study, like a regular student. And what I left after my 4 years of graduation was a way of thinking. My thought process changed completely. I used to be this shy person, and I completely changed into a confident individual who would have a great network and whatnot, right? So that was my sort of like the background and the story. Now, if I talk about the AI part a bit more, because again, this is something which is very deep to me, especially in terms of the area that I've been. So back in 2011, and then till the 2015, I got exposure to the AI via the different courses which were there, and also the professors, right? The professors here at IIT Guwahati, they are quite open. So if you have any doubts, if you have any challenges, etc., they are very helpful. They are quite helpful. I remember there was a mathematics professor who would even teach us on Sundays, right? He would keep this doubt clarifying sessions on Sundays if you have any challenges, and he would help us out, right? So you would get this very one-on-one mentoring sort of a individuality which might not happen in all of the other IITs. So that was one thing which I really appreciated. And also, I think the other part was that how the foundation courses were there, right? So I think the way in which the professors would teach the courses also were being done from a first principles or in a foundational method, where they would not just go directly into, okay, solve this problem, but rather how is the problem being built out, right? And I think that is how typically you also want to learn about the AI. You want to learn from the foundation and then go into the other aspects part of it, right? So that was about the curriculum part. Now, I think on the campus beauty, everyone has already touched upon. I think we boast of the highest number of lakes, and I think the part about the beauty is again very very important, because at the end of the day, you want to work in an environment which is relaxing, right? You don't want to you want to be there in an environment which provides you peace, so that you can put your mind and soul into what you are doing. And I think the campus is so green, so lush, and so beautiful that it will give you that inspiration and also the strength to to focus on your goals. So I think that's the underrated part about the campus beauty and the diversity. And the other aspect is on the people part of it, which again, Himanshu Bhaiya and Pawan Bhaiya have already highlighted about that, how diverse the entire campus was, not just in terms of the the flora and the fauna diversity, but also in terms of the people and their background, right? I had friends from South India, I had friends from West India, East India, and whatnot. And I think for someone who is from this small town of Uttarakhand, who only speaks in Pahadi and Hindi, getting exposed to such a wider friend circle was a big learning journey in general, right? And I think you get to learn a lot from your friend circle, whether it is about agreeing, whether it is about disagreeing, whether it is about learning the culture and whatnot. And in the process of it, I think my English also improved quite a lot because, to be very honest, my articulation wasn't that good, when I had started my journey. But over a period of the 4 years, because of having the people from different places and different states and whatnot, my articulation skills also started improving quite a lot. And I think the best part about the network and the connections is that they are not just limited to the campus. The people that you meet here will be the friends for the life, right? They will be the mentors for the life. Even today, when I have any challenges related to my career trajectory or related to my startup or related to, let's say, advising anything, I reach out to my seniors and my juniors, and all of them are quite approachable. I can pick up my phone at 1 a.m. in the night and call up any of my senior, including Himanshu Bhaiya, and they will be there to guide me and help me out, right? And specifically, if I talk about the alumni community itself, it's very strong in multiple areas, right? Whether you are looking at it from a big tech point of view, where you have alumni working in OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Meta, Microsoft, all of these big companies. Then on the second hand, you also have the alumni who are working, who have cleared the IPS or the IAS, and they are working in the government jobs and whatnot. So you have this set of alumni network as well. And then you also have the researchers, right, who are working at whether it is Harvard, whether it is Stanford, Princeton, and whatnot. So I think you will find this diversity of the alumni network itself is so strong. And now in the entrepreneurship also, we have our own group, we have our own circle, and the circle is very, very helpful. If you have any challenges related to fundraising, if you have any challenges related to starting a new idea or a AI startup, then there are people who are ready to provide you the mentorship and help you out, right? And I think the other underrated part about this network is back in 2018, I actually left my job and I moved to Singapore. And in Singapore, again, it was far from home. But fortunately, I ended up leveraging a lot upon the alumni network, which was already there in Singapore. So I met my seniors who were there from years ago. I met my juniors who were there, and there was a very strong alumni base, which helped me to set up in a unknown country, right? Because in Singapore, I did not know where to buy, where to go for renting my house, where should I get the best Indian food and whatnot, right? So all of these people, they came together. There was a WhatsApp group, and they helped me out a lot in terms of settling down in Singapore. And then when I got the opportunity, I did the same. So when my juniors came to Singapore, I also helped them out. And I think that's the way this community really works. It's a very give it back community where you firstly receive it and then you give it back in real time. And the community is again very diverse. It's not just in India, in the big cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, but it's also all across the globe, whether it is in Singapore, whether it is in Tokyo, whether it is New York, San Francisco, and whatnot, right? So I think that is one of the most underrated parts about the IIT Guwahati, that, and we would also joke about this, that anywhere in the world you will go, you will find a IIT Guwahati alumni in some form or the other, and that truly has been quite true for me as well whenever I have traveled abroad. And now quickly talking about the AI pilot journey. So I founded this AI startup. This was back in 2018. I had moved to Singapore. And trust me, apart from, of course, building out this startup and whatnot, a part of the fundraising also was helped by the alumni, by the college seniors who were there. We had a couple of seniors who were angel investors. We also had someone who helped us in terms of getting the fundraising from the investors, right? So it's not just about only the campus part of the network, but also how the community helps you a lot when you also graduate from the from the campus. And I think the other important aspect is that we are also giving it back to the community. So for example, we hire a lot of interns from IIT Guwahati every single year, and it is not just because of a favor, but I think it's also the talent is extremely good, right? The talent is very hungry. They are eager to learn about AI. They want to intern in the AI companies. They also want to work in the design and product and whatnot. So we definitely always try to hire the interns, and we give priority to the interns from IIT Guwahati whenever we are hiring. And even not just for interns, but even for the full-time employees. So when we are hiring for, let's say, data scientists, or if we are hiring for AI engineers or whatnot, we always go back to the campus first and see if there is someone that we can hire from there before we start opening up the role for the other rest of the world, right? So that's the way in which we operate. All of us are very closely connected, very deeply connected to the network. I have myself visited the campus twice, even after I graduated back in 2015. And finally, to be very honest, if I were to provide my closing statement, I think if right now you are trying to choose between the different IITs, I will not say there is one right answer, but I will definitely tell you this, that IIT Guwahati gave me that foundation, gave me that community and network. It gave me a way of thinking, which I would build with for life. And it took this kid from a very small town in in Uttarakhand and gave him the confidence to build a global AI company. And I'm sure it can do the same for you. So definitely do consider it. And I think a lot of things have changed over the years. Today, IIT Guwahati has a bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence and machine learning, by the way, in data science. So a lot of things have evolved, and I've always seen IIT Guwahati as one of those campuses and colleges which focuses a lot more on the future. Like whatever the skills that are being taught here will become more valuable in the future and also in the present times. So I would say when you're going through it, definitely go through the curriculum also, and then take a bet. So once again, congratulations and best of luck to you. And hopefully I can hire some interns. Some of you who end up joining the IIT Guwahati, hopefully we can hire as interns in our company and maybe as full time in the future. Thank you.
Wonderful to hear from you, Himanshu. I hope to come there as an intern.
Definitely, sir. Happy to have you.
Thank you, Himanshu, and we look forward to welcome you back to your campus on 1st of September. And thank you, Himanshu, for joining and addressing all the IIT Guwahati aspirants. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So now we have lots of interesting questions from you, and I think we would try to attempt to answer some of these questions so that you can feel at home, so to say. So okay, so you can have.
So I think why don't you answer?
I'll first explain the question. So we are grouping the questions based on the type of questions asked. The first question is there branch change? Can we change branches in IIT Guwahati?
Yeah,
the Dean Academic Courses will answer.
So we had branch changes earlier, but from last year we have stopped branch change. But instead of branch change, we have minor programs. So if you could not get the branch you wanted, but you can do minor. So we offer minor in 11 disciplines. And each minor program contains 5 courses. So once you complete these 5 courses, you will get another degree and minor in that.
So the question associated with that, are minor courses are free or chargeable?
There is no extra fee to pay for minor. It is once you are inside IIT, so it is free for you. And also for last year, I would like to say that about 550 students applied for minor discipline, and around 400 students do this minor program.
Okay, thank you. Now the next question is, are there dual degree or double major programs available at IIT Guwahati?
I mean, we are working on them. Recently I was discussing with computer science department, and so they want to open up MTech in computer science to other branches, right? That is, it's possible to I mean, theoretically, that you are now a student of mechanical engineering, and in your third year, you opt for a dual degree in computer science. So you stay for 1 more year, and then you also do an MTech in computer science. That is 4 + 1 years, right? So when you graduate, you get 2 degrees, BTech in mechanical engineering and MTech in computer science. So this sort of things we are discussing. I think, because we changed the curriculum for the 2025 batch, in the next 1 year, we'll announce a whole lot of dual degree programs for our own students. The BTech students can stay back 1 more year and get an MTech in some other department or the same department of their choice.
Thank you, sir. And now the next is related to MNC and DSA together. Can you please explain AA versus MNC branch at IIT Guwahati? Would you like So I would like to know about branch DSA and its application in industry and how is it different from MNC. In AI era, which stream is advisable to be in limelight for a long period after graduation? So these are all close connected.
Should say. Yeah. Okay. I will explain what is the MNC program at IIT Guwahati. So MNC program has basically three major components. One is a mathematics component. Another one is computing. We have CSE core courses, and those courses are combined together. CSE group also teach, and our faculty from mathematics department also teach. And one major or important component is the financial engineering or NCDs. So our students basically go for core discipline, like software, and also they go for this finance sector because of this financial engineering courses. And their placement is at par like CSE and AI. And for AI, I think like what we have that, of course, all students basically they do like all fundamental science engineering courses in the first year, and then they have like statistics, mathematics courses in the second year. And third year they have like machine learning, AI, applied time series, big data analysis, data mining, data visualization, and multi-model data processing. These are the courses are taught in the third year. And then in fourth year, they also have application to bioinformatics and finance, ethics, fairness, and AI. So these are the course structure for.
Yeah, I can, by the way, add for the mathematics and computing because I am a proud graduate of the same. So I think the kind of opportunities that you can get are very wide when it comes to maths and computing, because at the end of the day, it has a lot of overlap with the computer science courses. So definitely software engineering, AI engineering becomes one of the areas. But then apart from that, the finance itself is such a big field that we have also seen a lot of our alumni, a lot of our seniors and juniors going for the finance companies and getting great positions there. And then finally, there is also the research angle in it. Someone who is interested in pure mathematics, we have also seen them going for the research at whether it is Stanford, Harvard, and the other colleges. So that's the other third area that we have seen as a career path out of the mathematics and the computing. And now, of course, with AI and also if I talk about for us when we are hiring for the AI related roles, we focus a lot more on mathematics and computing than even computer science in some cases, because the maths and computing people, they understand the maths also behind the AI model, which is the foundation part.
So I think the maths and computing has, as other people have pointed out, focus on financial engineering that covers things like algorithmic trading and high frequency trading, some of those aspects, which I think are unique to IIT Guwahati. They don't exist in other parts, right? And data science and AI is a more modern thing in the sense it's the first batch graduated in 2025. And it's new program in IIT Guwahati. Of course, it is now there in many other IITs, right? And it's an evolving area, right? Okay.
So the next question is: are there any prerequisites one needs before starting at IIT? Prerequisites.
Nothing.
Advanced qualification.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So you have qualified JEE advanced examination after a lot of hard work, and so that is the only prerequisite to join an IIT.
Okay. 75 CBSE.
Well, this time we don't know.
So the next question is about engineering physics branch. So can you please elaborate about engineering physics branch? What is the curriculum and what kind of opportunity does this open for students for placement? How is the curriculum of EP of IITG be advantageous and different from other IITs? What are the job opportunities for engineering physics?
Okay. So I know Pawan already spoke about engineering physics and he is very much there. But as I said, since last year, we are now on a new curriculum. So there is a close collaboration between the electrical department and engineering and the physics department. So the engineering physics students do 6 courses in electrical department, sort of circuits oriented courses, analog circuits, digital circuits, semiconductor processing, signals and systems, and DSP. Okay, I may have forgotten one or two courses more, right? So they have a circuits orientation along with an existing physics orientation also. So with this, their opportunities also open up in the new emerging VLSI market. That's all I want to say. I mean, there are other people from physics who are there. Let them add about the physics program.
So basically, if you look at this engineering physics program, it's a very interdisciplinary program. Okay, so when you come to IITs, it is not only that you will be doing basic courses in physics, but you also get an opportunity, as Professor Rupam Barman also mentioned, we have minor courses. Okay, so that adds on to your engineering skills. Okay, so it's not only that you are going to do courses in physics, but you also get an opportunity to enhance your engineering skills by diverting your attention to some other disciplines. This is one thing. Now, when it comes to engineering physics, such how it is different from the basic science courses, there's a difference. We basically emphasize more on the skill part. Okay, so there are laboratories. We have advanced physics laboratories which are equipped in such a way so that you get a better idea about what the technology is all about, basically. Okay, and then the elective courses that we have, which are taught by the experts who work basically in very focused areas. So that also helps you develop your skills. Okay, so these are some of the advantages that we see with the engineering physics program. We started this program around in 2006, and right now we already have one of our alumni, Dr. Pawan Chand Konda, who also told you that it's not about doing physics in the institute, but it's also participating in various events that help you learn and grow and move towards what you essentially want to do. So I remember Pawan, as he mentioned, we organized this photonics conference in 2010, and he was just interested in participating in that. And when we attended, and then he became a part of the team, he organized the tutorials sessions, and then he also attended those lectures. And right there, I think it was his third semester only, and there he decided that he wants to go into optics. So that's how he chose about, as an engineering physics student, he was looking at various opportunities that could come to his way, and he grabbed that opportunity. And that's how we see him today where he is. So basically, and now that too in biomedical applications. So you should not think that physics is only about physics. You have very diversified areas that it offers, and you can move to any branch you want. We have courses on computational physics also, and then as I mentioned, we are collaborating with the electrical engineering department, where we have not only theory courses, but as well as labs. So now you will be getting a very good hands-on training about, which will enhance your prospects in placements also. So you see, these are some of the things that IIT Guwahati has introduced in the recent past, and we hope that if you join an engineering physics program, your decision will not be, as somebody is saying, you have to think ahead. How do you see yourself in 20 years later? And we believe that the engineering physics program at IIT Guwahati will certainly help you in this direction.
Also, the course curriculum. Pawan, you want to speak, please, Pawan.
Sure, sir. Yeah, I just want to add what my current batchmates are doing, so that might give a bit of an idea to the prospective students on what the branch offers. So I have my batchmates in quantum computing. So they are one of the guys a head of, again, he's a kind of a CTO in one of the startups in US who's building the cutting edge quantum chips. And then me, I'm doing biomedical stuff. And I have another colleague who is working on photonics. He also is completed his PhD and now working at a kind of spin-off company from that lab, where they're making cutting edge lasers and things like that. And we also have someone who went into pure theoretical physics, and one of my batchmates is a professor. I think he did a PhD and again in Guwahati, and then is a professor now. So basically, the IIT Guwahati engineering physics branch gives you, as Ashwini sir said, a lot of opportunities. Basically, you can shape your career path from engineering physics to anything that you want. So ranging from pure theoretical physics to the complete applied mechanical or biomedical engineering kind of applications. The other interesting thing about engineering physics courses is, as Director sir has mentioned, there are a lot of courses with different departments. There are electronics courses, and we had some biomedical courses as well. And we also have a lot of courses on mathematics. So I think, as Himanshu was saying, understanding the fundamental principles, the maths and stuff, is more important than like knowing how to like train a model or something like that. So we get to like take these courses in engineering physics. So we had a couple of mathematical courses, and then we also have things like quantum mechanics, etc., which gives you a lot more like advanced math kind of experience. So all these things would definitely help you in whichever path you would like to forge for yourself.
Thanks, Pawan. Just before closing, actually there is a question on what is new curriculum of engineering physics. So as director said, we are changing the course curriculum of engineering physics from last year. So the new curriculum will have a lot more impact from the nanoscience to this, quantum science and technologies. So we are introducing various courses towards the quantum technology and the quantum photonics and the quantum computations and so on. I'm sure there will be a lot more challenges and the future world will be on quantum. So the opportunities also will be accordingly growing for the upcoming batches. So we are also excited to see how this quantum is going to change the world. Right. Now the next question posed is about engineering, energy engineering. I think this question I will leave it to Director Sir. So is energy engineering a relatively new stream? Please help elaborate on the curriculum, career opportunities, and higher studies opportunities with this. Please elaborate on energy engineering branch at IIT Guwahati. What are the opportunities? I wanted to understand placement and internship opportunities of this branch.
Okay, so I'll ask like also with the former head of the energy engineering. Right?
So thank you, sir. So energy engineering, of course, is a new branch at IIT Guwahati, and but long back when sir was in IIT Kharagpur doing his BTech, so that time energy engineering was there in IIT Kharagpur. That's the first institute to open something called energy engineering. But later it closed down. But then IIT Bombay started with the initiation of current IIT Delhi director, Professor Rangan Banerjee. But they do not. They had an integrated program, a dual degree type of 4+1 program. Then later they converted it to BTech Energy Engineering. Then Delhi started, IIT Delhi. Then we are the third to start in IIT Guwahati. Now there are other institutes, few NITs also has. Now, why this idea came to start an energy engineering course is basically after our discussion with most of the energy sector companies, let us call oil sector companies, which are more prominent in Northeast India, and including the oil itself, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, ONGC, and GAIL, all these things. So before we start, we had a roundtable discussion with them, and whatever subjects they proposed or they wanted to hire people and want to see that how they are trained, so those subjects are included. So our BTech Energy Engineering course curriculum is extremely unique. If you compare it with Bombay and Delhi, you will find that we stands out. Definitely, it's not I am IIT Guwahati professor, I am telling, no, not at all. You please compare them, keep them 1, 2, 3 and see how we stand out. Now I will tell you what's the difference. So a part of the course is completely dedicated to the fundamentals of mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics engineering, chemical engineering, and biotechnology. So that's how we stand out. It is not at all there in any other curriculum. They are more focused towards something which expertise their department are already had. But since we started new, we could afford to do that, and we have higher faculties under these different domains. So we have core courses on mechanical engineering, thermodynamics. Then we have heat and mass transfer, which is mechanical and chemical both. Then we have core courses from electrical engineering, including machines and all, electronics also. Then we have power electronics courses. We have courses on how can you do the grid integration. It's a very important thing now, smart grid and all such things. Then we have also courses on biofuels and all. So this is a mixed type of thing. And what more important in this entire energy business is that it's not about energy production only, but storage and then distribution to the grid. So it was actually designed in such a way that it talks about the production, storage, and distribution. These three entire aspects of the energy business is being covered. Apart from that, the new courses that are added is the audit, energy audit, and then financial courses. Plus, we are also free to have entrepreneurship course. We have one course completely dedicated on entrepreneurship development. So the students who are interested in doing entrepreneurship, they may go out and seek help from mentors outside. Then they can do that course. It's a standalone course which no other discipline has. So this is how energy engineering now coming to placement. Most of our students are usually placed in oil sector companies, and also they are also placed in other companies which probably they look on. Maybe it is let us say software, AI, and all these things, as they are you need energy domain expertise now in many places. I think I'll stop here.
Thank you. So you want to add?
No. I mean, all I can say is, energy, as all of us realize, looking at the current affairs, is the most important thing, right? I mean, the importance cannot be diminished. So, especially with focus on sustainable energy and looking at the growth of energy needs for our country, I mean, going ahead, this will be the most important area. Right?
Thank you, sir. The next question is on kindly brief biosciences and bioengineering branch.
Two of them, so I was wondering who will.
Yes. So, yeah, fortunately, we are two people who are here who can address this bioscience and bioengineering course. So, regarding this bioscience, as you see that it has two parts, biosciences and bioengineering. So, students will get the flavor of both the sides. In the bioscience, we teach basically the basic biological sciences part, let's say like immunology, microbiology, biochemistry, which are basic subjects related to that. And here we often get two different forms of students. One student who has actually physics, chemistry, and mathematics in the 12th, and another set of students that we get is who has PCBM. So the one who has only maths as the background, often they are scared of this subject, and that's why often this question comes, what is there in the bioscience and bioengineering, whether you can be able to sustain this throughout this course or not. So yes, we build a platform in the early time point of your course, where you will be given brief idea about biology if you have not taken, and then it will be a smooth way you can get into the platform of the entire course curriculum that is there in the PSB. So we have various subjects starting from structural biology, biochemistry, plant science, cell biology, microbiology, which has immunology part, which we teach about how we evade host immune system, how the pathogen attacks. So all this you will come to know about it. In the bioengineering part, yes, we have related with industrial application where we have bioprocess engineering, the processing, it is more towards the industrial applications. And if you ask about the scope, so bioscience and bioengineering is something unique, is that we have a diverse different kind of faculty. Like in this panel only, we have one faculty who has agriculture background in the graduation. I have a veterinary science background. So, and people have a background of biochemical chemical engineering, people have background of mechanical engineering who are actually your faculties who will be teaching you. So it's quite diverse. And in terms of placement, means you have quite a lot of scope for higher studies in the biological science because it is highly diverse. And eventually you can go for masters, PhDs, and you can land up like me, sitting in front of you, who has just a biology background, with agriculture background. But people are there who are just mathematical background also, who can take positions in higher institutes.
Yeah. So, hello, good morning, everyone. Just to add to what Dr. Manish has already mentioned. So, with the new course curriculum, we are also actually incorporating a lot of interdisciplinary topics in the curriculum. So we have computational biology, we have biological data analysis, which actually we have already heard from one of our ex-students that it is very important. And we are also having a lot of in topics which are more relevant, like regenerative medicine, stem cells. So we actually have a lot of diverse course curriculum that is there. And just to again highlight, we have BTech, MTech and PhD program, and our department is quite an old department. It was started in 2002. So we have all the facilities, research facilities that are available. And as Dr. Manish already mentioned, the faculty expertise is also very diverse. So we have faculty who are experts in biomechanics, biosensors. So if you are interested in these kind of interdisciplinary programs also, you can actually look into this. That's what I would like to add.
Biology is the source of all future problems, right? I mean, of course, other people have talked about things. I mean, biotech, vaccines, everything is, all of us are aware of. But look at how biology helps us in understanding life itself, right? I mean, cell is a pump. Cell, the osmosis that takes place there, how does that work? I mean, people are building engineering systems based on that. All of us know about machine learning, right? You give a lot of data so that the machine learns little bit. But a human baby just learns with one experience. It knows that this is a hot surface, should not touch, right? So it is what is called with low learning, the human brain is able to process. I think, and the world, the engineering systems are, we take lessons from biology. So without biology, there's no engineering, right? And so that's the source of, that tells us what can be done, right? And so bio is the future.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, this is not academics, beyond academics.
Okay.
How is the startup culture of IIT Guwahati compared to other top tier IITs?
You can,
Okay. So as I told in the initial my opening remarks, we have a very vibrant TIC cell, Technology Incubation Cell, headed by Professor S. Senthil Murugan. And right now around 493 startups are there. And as I told you in the beginning, already we have 4 active unicorns, including Dhruva. And here in the TIC itself, our current students also can do incubation. That is also allowed. And that is three current students are going to graduate. Okay, so they have joined the TIC and have started an incubation there. And I think we have a very vibrant TIC cell here, which will take, and our core, as I told, even Director also told in the beginning remark, that our curriculum is in such a way, especially the revised curriculum from 2025, the 7th and 8th semester, students can do multiple things apart from doing the regular coursework. They can go for entrepreneurship, they can go for a 4 to 5 months of internship, they can do startups, they can do so many things. The curriculum has been revised in such a way so that students can take up all such things. So we are right there taking care of all these things regarding startups and incubation. So once you join institute, you can always learn more details about what exactly going on. And also you can visit tic.iitg.ac.in to learn more details.
Yeah, I'll just add a couple of more points on this. So one is obviously in terms of the on-campus activities that are being driven, whether it is through the incubation center or whether it is through the e-cell of the IIT Guwahati, which itself has grown quite fast in last few years. But I think apart from it, what is really important is also the startup network and the ecosystem, which we have built out. So we already have are very well connected with most of the seniors, whether they are in the Bay Area, whether they are in Europe or in Singapore, APAC, and India, of course. And I think the other interesting thing, which at least I am seeing on the ground, is that while at an overall number of startups, because of the fact that IIT Guwahati started late are less. But if you look at the AI startups, I think we are starting to see good amount of traction there. So especially if you're thinking about building in AI, or even if you're thinking in D2C as an example, I think those are the areas where we are seeing a lot of the IIT Guwahati founders are coming up. And apart from it, there is also this network of investors, right? So one is obviously the network of the IIT Guwahati founders who will help you out in terms of any feedback on the idea, in feedback of the go-to-market, product, AI strategy, and whatnot. But then you also have these angel investors who are willing to invest and who are willing to give it back in terms of putting those initial thousands to crores of money into your startup. And then we also have people who are in the VC industry, in the venture capital industry. So, for example, in case of us, our Series A funding was co-led by one of the lead investors, where we had a IIT Guwahati alumni. So the IIT Guwahati alumni played a big role in terms of getting us that funding of millions of dollars. So I think that is the other understated network effect, which we are starting to see when it comes to the entrepreneurship culture happening at IIT Guwahati.
So I would like to mention two very unconventional startups. I know Himanshu also talked about the AI based, but these I came across these names in a very strange way. So I use an app called MyGate, right? MyGate is an app that is used by all people who live in gated communities in large cities. And I did not know that MyGate app was founded by an IIT Guwahati alumni, right? So there is that connection. So you can go and read about MyGate. Though I myself did not know. Second one is there's a company called pyrotechnic.com. You can go and look for it, right? Pyrotechnic.com is a company. It's either Jaipur based or Udaipur based. I'm not able to recall right now. Sitting in Jaipur or Udaipur, they have designed, all executive offices, the consoles of World Cup football, FIFA, and all, that kind of thing. And he told me that the PMO office has been designed by him, right? So please go and check this company out. It's a Pyrotechnic. He is the engineering design student of 2007. I'm not able to recall his name now. So I think, there are these companies which are not in the news, but they're doing wonderful work.
So some of them ask questions on the current curriculum of some of the branches. So the curriculum is being revised since last year, and therefore the full curriculum will not be available, and it will be made available time to time. And some of the curriculums are already uploaded in the department webpage. Please take a time to look at it. So the last two questions. So the question is something between CSE, MNC, DSA. So given the AI across all areas of life, how CSE future is going to be? Is the core branches are going to dominate the industry in upcoming future? How the industry is going to be in 2030 and onwards? And the overlap between CSE courses, DSA courses, and their the opportunity for internship and placement and higher studies from these plans. These are the collective questions by few on CSE, MLC.
I think we can request Himanshu Varsane, Himanshu Pureti, for one. Please answer all these questions. We'll talk about internship later.
Sure. So that's a great question, and I personally don't think it's going to be CSE versus the core branches. It's going to be AI plus every branch, right? So AI will become a tool or vehicle for everyone to accelerate the journey, right? Whether you are in CS, Mac, electrical, AI will be a part of how works get done, right? So winners won't be the people competing against AI. The winner will be the people who know how to use AI effectively in their field, right? And I usually say today is a wave of AI. Tomorrow there will be something else which will be coming up. There are few founding habits and principles which people need to do, right? And it could be, I usually say, one is more around the curiosity. So curiosity to keep learning, because today is X, tomorrow will be Y. If you have the right curiosity, then you will be able to build it. And then the second is more around the ownership. And the third one is have your fundamentals more solid. Because if you go back to 1999 when I was being there was Kanitkar book, Let Us See, Learn C. Then Java became more prominent, then Python became more prominent, Go. So those languages and those technologies will keep evolving over time. It's more around how you are able to leverage those to become better. And you can do that once you have your foundation and the fundamentals more stronger, right? So the current question is AI, which is being there. It's more around how you use that in your core stream, because it's just going to accelerate the whole journey for the various things which could be in the core branches.
Yeah, agree on that. And I would just like to add, I think applied AI as a field or the vertical AI is becoming very, very big, which means how do you apply AI, which is a tool, into, let's say, biotech, into engineering, physics, into even research, as an example. And that I think we are seeing like a lot of opportunities that are coming up. For example, whenever we are hiring for someone in marketing, we are hiring for AI in marketing, right? Someone who already is familiar with the AI tools and whatnot. So I think that is where it is becoming more like a tool. And if you have started upscaling yourself and started reading about these different tools and courses and whatnot, then I think it will definitely help you a lot, which obviously IIT Guwahati curriculum is also aiming towards the same.
And just to add into what Himanshu Bhai and Upreti have said, so since like I'm in the deep tech background, so here what I see is like every day, like the technology is changing, and especially no matter which branch you're coming from, mechanics, electronics, CS, etc. When you come into a company, the company has its own knowledge base, and there's going to be a lot of new things, that new experiences, or like new technologies that the company use that you might have to adapt to. So the most important thing I would say is like it's not the branches or anything. It's more about the aptitude to learn new things and adapt very quickly. So which is what JEE teaches you, like critical thinking, problem solving. These are the things that we are looking for. So whenever I'm hiring, I don't see if that a person has this experience or not, because of course, if they are like good in terms of the aptitude and stuff, they'll learn these things. If they're motivated, they'll learn these things. So I would say motivation is the highest, like the most important thing that I would look for, and then the critical thinking and problem solving skills, which is what IIT and JEE teaches you.
Okay, so now coming to one of the most critical thing that always students ask, parents ask, job milega kya? Yes, definitely. But for that, you have to put a lot of effort. The IIT Guwahati ecosystem is so beautiful that you have to take the advantage of that and prepare yourself well to get either hired as an intern or get a job. So we have a great CCD team. So earlier it was training and placement officer office. Now that in 2014 it was renamed as Center for Career Development. So we help them in making their career, build their career rather than get them placed. So that's the motto of that office. So we have a great student team, support team, who do get contacts and help us in help our students in getting placed. So internship hiring and the final placements both are going on in a very nice way. Of course, the stats will vary from year to year depending upon market situation, both globally as well as in India. So, but then if you look at the placement statistics across all IITs, we also stands with them, with the top all the other 5 IITs. Okay, so we are there to help you out, but it is you who will actually make yourself or prepare yourself well to get placed. Thank you.
So, I mean, another question asked is that true that IIT Guwahati first year students from different branches don't study the same subject anymore? Yes, because the branch change option discontinued. Therefore, the common course of the first year is no more, and it is up to the department to choose the course in order to put a lot of courses for training them. So therefore, the courses for different branches will be different in the first year itself. So this is the straightforward answer. And the
courses are different. Only few courses. Also, we have a now bigger class size is around 100.
And also we have around 40 students in big tutorial group. So that helps like the interaction. And also you'll be, I'll just add on that all departments, okay, they have introduced their department or discipline subjects from the first semester onwards. Like in chemical engineering, in the first semester itself, we have introduction to chemical engineering fundamentals. In second semester, we have introduction to, the course is fundamentals of material science and engineering. So like that, every department has done. It's not about chemical engineering. And of course, basic courses of mathematics, physics, chemistry, electrical, electronics, computer science are always there. Okay, so it is there.
So the next question is about coupled with mechanical, civil, asking about their placement and futures.
Yeah, I think civil and mechanical are fundamental area. Right? With such huge infrastructure programs taking place, especially in the Northeast, so many bridges being built, so there's a huge urbanization that is taking place, roads are being built, railway lines are being built. I mean, all the top construction companies, order book is full, right? And L&T alone hired last year 3,000 engineers, right? And so I think they want people who understand how to bring up infrastructure rapidly, right? And those are the areas they are focusing on. So there's a huge change that is taking place in the construction industry itself. So plus, there's a lot of startups that are coming up, right? In 3D printing, large scale and so on. I mean, huge. I mean, civil engineering is no longer what it used to be, right? We have an entire group in civil engineering department that works on construction management, right? And even things like environmental engineering, which are really now coming to the fore with all the water treatment plants and so on. I think there's a huge investment in the country on these aspects, which were sort of neglected in the past. So I think there is that aspect of entrepreneurship and jobs in conventional civil engineering. Mechanical engineering, I think we'll see an upswing with the focus on manufacturing, with the focus on robotics, materials, and so on. I think I would say the core engineering, right, is back in fashion, right? With AI tools being available now, programming, low-end programming will all be outsourced, right? It will no longer be the kind of jobs which were there 25, 30 years ago in programming. They'll, they won't be there in such large number. I think it's core engineering. It's what you know plus AI, as other people pointed out, right? It's this combination that will be the one that will stand with you in the future.
Okay, sir. So since we have answered so many questions, and if you have any more questions, please WhatsApp. Okay,
there's one question about this preparatory program.
Okay.
Please. Yeah. So, I mean, as you know that this program is reserved for students for SC, ST, and PWD. And the question was that should I have to apply or not? I think in JOSA, you have to give the option for preparatory, and wherever the seat is available, you will be assigned this preparatory seat.
In some IIT or
some
the
IIT,
others.
in IIT Guwahati, every year we get around 8 to 10 students. Yeah. And then you have to, complete the preparatory program here. That is a 1-year program. So it will be like basic mathematics, then physics, chemistry, and language, English, of course. And once you clear it, then anyway, before coming here, we will be assigned some branch. So you will be admitted to the promoted to the you will be joined next year. You will join preparatory. We will be doing 1 year here, and then next year we will be doing the BTech program in the NOTech branch.
So you must necessarily participate in JOSA because your result will say that you have been chosen for the preparatory program. So then accordingly, you please do that.
Okay. So if any more candidate have any doubt, so if you wanted to know more about, you can WhatsApp to 91810.
Okay, somebody has to type the number.
91810. 810-28605. But then be patient to answer. Don't expect me immediately to answer it. I'll try to get if I'm not having that information with me immediately, but certainly will answer within 24 hours for you. And now at this stage, we want to leave you three things. Ask yourself, what do you want to learn? And what do you want to grow? And what impact you create it? So if you choose IIT Guwahati, it's not that what IIT Guwahati will give you, it is about what you become here. I think that's what my all alumni are saying about, because it is the place what you wanted to become for long life of your career. So with that, on behalf of IIT Guwahati, we thank you for your active participation on today's open house. And on
Okay, as we draw this wonderful event to a close, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the esteemed panel members who are over here and those who are available online for spending the time for this open house meeting. And finally, I thank you to all of you in the audience for your enthusiastic participation and queries placed in front of us. I hope all your queries have been addressed. However, if you have any further queries, you can always reach to JEE Cell, IIT Guwahati. And I'm sure your presence was truly makes these occasions meaningful and will be memorable to all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. For the last word, so come to this beautiful campus to shape your life beautifully. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, bye. Thank you, Himanshu and Pawan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
I think questions are maybe easy to plug.
It went on well. Thank you. Okay. I like this room better than that.
We didn't know actually yesterday because when I talked to
No. So please make sure that thing also works. All right. Okay. I hope we are off.
Yes. As the chai came, I have to stop.
I know. It's okay.